yeah, I think you just got fed up. You had to leave this person. There was a lot of backwards and forwards I'm seeing. I'm actually seeing you trying to get hold of them. You couldn't get hold of them. It's like you tried to get hold of them. It's like, where are you? What are you doing? You know, what are you going to talk to me? What's going on? You know, and yeah, you're looking for answers and you didn't get them. You got some really vague answers, I think, wishy-washy ones, but no real ones. And when they were there, but they weren't really, if that makes sense. It's like they were physically there, but not emotionally there. Really frustrating. And I think, you know, you've moved on, but I think they might be around you, actually, around your energy in some way. They might be trying to talk to you. I'm seeing little messages coming in, actually, little messages, and saying these little things, nothing deep at all. So that tells me there's no effort coming in from them at all. They're still sending you the same kind of value messages, very low value messages. And you're just like, well, this is what I had before. I wasn't accepting them then, so I'm not accepting them now. And this is an amazing change for you, I think. And you deserve better. You know you do. You know that now. There's a bit of an ultimatum here as well. I think this is something you might have said to yourself, actually. You didn't say it to them. It was about them, but you said it to yourself. You know, it's something like, you know, if I don't get a proper answer by this time, or if they haven't changed this by this time, or whatever, this date, that's it. And I think you did. I think you stuck to that. And you're doing really well, actually, to stick to that, because before that, I don't think you did. I think you put it up with all these things over and over again, and then you finally just said, no, that's it, new year, that's it, new me, all that kind of thing. And I think they're struggling with that, because they're used to you putting up with their vagueness, their ambiguity, their backwards and forwards, all that kind of thing. They're used to that. And I think they thought, oh, they'll always put up with that. They have in the past. They've put up with it 500 times. They'll put up with it more 500 times. They'll put up with it for 10 years. They'll keep on putting up with it. But that's not what happened. And I think they're a bit lost, actually. They're not used to the way things are. But it doesn't matter. You've moved on. You've moved on. You've rode off on your horse. That's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, so the next card you have you passed is the Ace of Pentacles, which is an amazing card, another fantastic card. So, yeah, this year is going to be amazing for you. This is going to be an amazing year, because look at how you're starting off already. You know, you're showing yourself how important you are. And because you're doing that, and you're not just doing that, you're feeling that. This is how you're feeling. That's the most important thing. You know, you can say, oh, I'm important all day long. But if you don't feel that, it's not going to make any difference. And I think that's what the difference is with you now. You're feeling that. Even if you're not saying anything, you're feeling that. And when you do that, it radiates out to everyone, from inside you, outside you, to everyone who you come in contact with. I think people are starting to pick up on that. They're picking up on how you feel about yourself, how you're treating yourself, and you're treating yourself really well. You might even be, speaking of treating yourself, you might be changing things about your appearance, buying new clothes. Maybe you're treating yourself in that way. Because look at this horse. Look at the way it's dressed. Immaculately dressed, beautiful big cloth, green cloth, and all this embroidery or whatever that is. So beautiful. So maybe that's what you're doing. And you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself, not for anyone else. Not for anyone else, just for you. And look at this hand holding out this coin in the Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift. This is a gift that you're giving to yourself. Usually in the Ace of Pentacles, this is a gift coming from the heavens. It's a big opportunity, relationship, stability. It's something like that that's coming to you. But this is something that's coming from you to you. It's a gift that you're giving yourself. And yeah, it's a gift of being centered. It's a gift of knowing who you are. And it's a gift of accepting the best for yourself and nothing less. The best, only the best for yourself. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful start to the year. And it's going to carry on through the whole year as well. I'm not saying the whole year is going to be absolutely perfect and you're going to have no problems. Of course not. That's impossible. But I think when problems do come along, or when whatever comes along, you're going to approach it with that gift. The gift's inside you. It's at your center, and that's how you're going to approach things. And everything's going to be a lot more positive because of that positive thing you have, that positive gift, that positive attitude that you're feeling inside yourself. And not just a positive attitude. It's like, I know who I am now. I know who I am. I'm important. I know that. And so that's really changing you, and it's changing how people see you. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so there's another thing here. I don't know if you're seeing someone new or if you're just talking to someone. It feels like there's love there, love around you. It feels like the early stages, because there's a lot of spring in this card, spring flowers, lots of lilies near the front and things like that. And lilies, especially white lilies, they can symbolize a lot of different things, but one of them is royalty, especially in ancient Rome. That's where that came from, that kind of symbol of, that meaning royalty. And then later on, I think Queen Victoria took that up, but that's where it started, ancient Rome. But yeah, anyway, I think while you're talking to this new person, which I think that's what you're doing right now, you know who you are. You're not forgetting who you are. You're not forgetting who you are. That's really, really important. Really important, because I think maybe that's what happened to you in some of your past relationships. You forgot who you are. You forgot yourself. You were centered around them, and you're not doing that anymore. That's what I'm seeing. And what these lilies are saying to you is you are royalty. You're important. You're important. That's what that's saying to you. And you know that. You're the man in the Six of Wands. So if this resonates with you, with this new love here, yeah, you'll be taking this really, really slowly, I think. Just slowly getting to know them and making sure they're who they say they are. I think you've had problems with that as well, haven't we all? But this is about stability as well. That's what this card's about, pure stability. So you're going to get stability whether you end up with this new person or whether you end up with someone else or whether you're by yourself. Doesn't matter. You'll have that stability in yourself because you've got yourself and you're sure of yourself now, but also because you're not settling. You're not settling for anyone else. But I have to say, if you've got love here and you've got love in the Ace of Pentacles, obviously that's a very, very positive sign for love. So it means that you're going to have some kind of stability with this person, very, very promising future, and that they're a beautiful gift to you as well. So it looks very, very positive in that love connection as well. Okay, so the last card you have, your past, is the King of Wands. Okay, so the big, what I'm seeing here is cautiousness. That's the words that's kind of coming out to me. Cautiousness, being cautious. And yeah, you want to be cautious with this new person because you're doing the right thing for yourself. You're being very careful. A lot of people see this king as a bit of a player, actually. Fire action and all that. And he can be like that sometimes. But he looks like he's ready to get up, but he's not ready to do that yet. He wants to, but he can't because he's thinking. If you look just behind his head, there's a lizard and it's kind of going around and around in circles, around and around. And it's behind his head for a reason. It's because he's thinking. His mind's going around and around in circles. So I think there might be an opportunity coming up for you, actually. Yeah, it's definitely job related or it's work related or something like that. And it might be a new job. It looks like, how do I explain this? A little bit out of your field, out of your zone, out of your comfort zone maybe, if that makes sense. Something that's not exactly what you're used to, something a little bit different. It actually looks like it'd be really interesting and really, really challenging for you. And there's money attached to this as well, because you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So if something like that comes up for you, something a bit different, especially if you feel afraid, if you feel a bit of scared, challenged, that's what you should take. That's the one for you. It's probably coming up over the next few months, I think. But yeah, if this comes up and you start thinking, oh, wow, that sounds amazing, but It's not where my skill set is. I don't know if I can do this. I'm not sure about this. You might not feel all that confident about that, being able to do this, but do this. That's what this message is. Get up, stand up and do this. Don't sit there thinking, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, because the time will pass. The time will pass. You have to stand up and do this thing. And you know, you've got all the skills you need. You might think you don't, but you do. You do. You've got all the skills you need. And, you know, even the ones you don't have, you can learn them. You can learn them. It's okay. So, yeah, remember who you are again. Remember you are who you are. Remember you can do this. Yeah, there's a lot of challenge around this, I have to say. I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of challenges around this. It is going to be stressful if you do this for a while. But once you get through that, your confidence is going to really, really build, because you've gotten through that, that barrier of that stress and that challenge. But you'll get through that. You absolutely will. So say yes to this when this comes up. And I think this is coming up for you very, very soon. Probably in the next couple of months, I think. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Queen of Pentacles. These are really, really beautiful cards, really amazing cards. And here's this coin again, here's this gift. And look at the way she's taking care of this coin. She's nurturing it, she's protecting it. So protect your coin, protect your gift. Don't let anyone knock you down. Don't let anyone put you down. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Protect your gift. If you're up on top of a horse, which is what I was seeing in the Six of Wands, if you're up high, there are always going to be some people who want to bring you down. I'm not trying to be negative. I just want you to protect what you have. And you have a very, very beautiful gift. You've given it to yourself. The best gift is something that you give to yourself. It really, really is. Not many people believe that. They think, oh, if I get a diamond ring, if I get this, it's the best gift I could ever have given. Well, yes, love, gifts that people give to you in love because they love you, because they care about you. Yes, they're absolutely beautiful. But the best gifts are the ones you give to yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of different protection in this card. Lots of different kinds of protection, actually. If there's someone you're protecting, it might be a child, because this Queen's obviously a mother. And if that's right, if this is a child, that's probably another reason why you're taking this relationship slowly, because you want to protect this child. You want to make sure they're the right person before you introduce them. So it might be that. I'm seeing a lot of positivity here. I really am, I have to say, between you and this this person, this love connection. And yeah, you've got the Ace of Pentacles with them, so of course. But yeah, they want to support you. I'm seeing that very clearly. They want to support you. And you can see that here, love and support. And you can see that in the Six of Wands as well. And it's right next to this card. So all these people around this man, they're all supporting him. They're happy to support him. And I think they'd be happy to take a supporting role in your life as well. They're not coming across as being this kind of great alpha person, this big alpha person. But that's fine. I don't mind that. But yeah, there's a lot of sensitivity around them. It feels like they're following your lead. I'm seeing that as well. Yeah, you might be expecting them to come on a little bit stronger than they are, or be a bit more, not dominant, but more assertive. That's the word I'm thinking of, assertive. I think you're used to people like that in relationships. I think you're used to people taking the lead, expecting you to follow, taking charge of things. And yeah, that might take you some time to get used to. That's okay, because this is a really good person. I can see that. But yeah, that's all the more reason why you should take your time. Take your time, get to know them, make sure they're the person you want. And also you're protecting this child if this is you. So lots and lots of reasons to take your time. And that's absolutely fine. And I don't think they mind. I don't think they mind that you're taking your time. I really don't. They're happy to follow your lead. I keep on seeing that. They want to help you. They want to support you. They want to follow your lead. They're following you. I'm getting that really, really clearly. Okay, so the next card you have here present is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this looks not so great. So yeah, I'm looking at these two cards together, this and the Seven of Cups. So yeah, I'll talk about them together. Okay, so I'm getting work here, and there's a lot of unsurety around this. You might be feeling a bit unstable, maybe around work. Yeah, I think that's probably why I was getting this really, really strong feeling to kind of tell you or encourage you to take up this new opportunity, because there are a lot of problems around your work. Yeah, you're working really, really hard. I can see that. You're trying to do what you're supposed to do. I'm seeing someone telling you to do something, or they're instructing you. Maybe someone's changing the rules of the game on you or something like that. It really feels like that. Yeah, I think there are times when, you feel as if you're on top of things at work and everything's fine. And then maybe this person, whoever this is, they point out, oh, you should have done that. Oh, you didn't do that properly. You shouldn't have done that. You should have done X, Y, and Z. And you're like, well, you didn't tell me to do X, Y, and Z. You told me to do A, B, C, and I've done that. And now you're changing the goalposts around. What am I supposed to be doing? You're not being clear. You need to tell me clearly what I need to do, and I'll do it. But you're changing it around. You're trying to confuse me. They're trying to put you off your guard. I'm seeing that. They're trying to put you off your guard. They are. They're trying to put you off your guard, whoever this is. Because, when you look at this wheel, I think this is you at the top. You're like this Sphinx at the top. You're working hard. You're at the top, doing what you're supposed to do. And then someone comes around and turns the wheel upside down on you. And then you're kind of like, well, where am I? What's happening here? I don't understand this anymore. So you think you're understanding things, and then someone turns it upside down. There's a snake coming around here as well, and a jackal, both really kind of shady characters. And the fact that they're coming around the bottom, where you can't quite see them, not the top. They're not coming around the top where you can see them. They're coming around the bottom, and then they kind of take you by surprise. So that tells me, firstly, it tells me someone's being sneaky. And it tells me someone doesn't want to be seen until the last moment. And it tells me someone might be doing this deliberately, trying to throw you off guard. And with the Seven of Cups, that poor man's obviously being kept in the dark. Things are being hidden from him. He doesn't know what's happening. So if this is you, firstly, just know you haven't done anything. It's not your fault. I think someone might be trying to make it look like it's your fault. It's not your fault. You haven't done anything wrong. It might not be the best thing for you to confront them directly, because they're not up front. They sneak around underneath this wheel. They're not up front like you. So I think if you did confront them, they'd be a bit shady. They wouldn't. They wouldn't confess or do anything like that. So if this is really serious, you might have to report them even. But when this opportunity comes up, definitely take that. Definitely do that. There are challenges that come with this new thing, but they're the right kind of challenges. They're challenges about the actual work. They're not challenges that come with people. They're fair challenges. They're not unfair challenges like what I'm seeing here. If things get really bad, you might actually have to leave and go somewhere else. I really hope it doesn't come to that. But yeah, if things escalate, you might want to do that. If that resonates with you. I hope it doesn't, because everything else in this reading is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, look at this. You've got the Queen of Swords and you've got the King of Swords here as well. And when you've got a matching couple like that, that looks really good for relationships as well. So you've got two big signs here that, this relationship or this person you're talking to, that's going to work out really, really well. It's interesting, that this is the King and the Queen of Swords, nothing else, it's the swords. Yeah, I'll talk about them together. So, okay, so because they're both swords, King and Queen of Swords, this is exactly how I was describing this love connection in the Queen of Pentacles. I was seeing a lot of protection here, and the swords are there to protect you. So you're being cautious, you're protecting yourself, and you're protecting someone else as well, I think. and they're doing the same thing. They're holding back because they're taking cues from you. There's a siren. Go away. Go away, siren. Okay, so that, I know everyone says, oh, I don't even hear the noises, just keep going. But it gets into my brain when I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, so yeah, you're both holding back, not because you don't want each other. You're just taking care of yourself. They're watching you. Because this king's up on a hill, you know, he's watching everything that's going on around him. So yeah, they're watching you. They're waiting to see what you want to do before they do anything. So this is someone who's prepared to wait. They're patient, and yeah, I've seen this before. That patience that they have, that might come across as being a bit disinterested. So if you're worried about that, if you think they might not be interested in you, I'm not seeing that at all. I'm actually seeing the opposite. This is someone who plays the long game, and they don't want to make you uncomfortable either. So if you're worried about that, don't be worried about that. That's what they're doing. This looks really, really, really good for this relationship. Lots and lots of signs telling me all over this that this is looking really good. Okay, so the last card you have, you features the Three of Cups. Another really positive card. I'm seeing a few things in this as well. I'm seeing positive and negative here. So, yeah, I actually think this is another message about this work problem. So yeah, it is a bit negative actually. Firstly, what this is reminding you of is to say yes to this new opportunity that's coming up, this new work opportunity, because this is all about celebrating, obviously, and you know, it's about a harvest, abundance, celebrating the harvest, celebrating making money when the harvest is ready. So yeah, if you take up this offer, you'll definitely be better off financially, because I was seeing more responsibility, more challenges, a bit of stress and all that. So usually that comes with more money, and I think it is here. So with this work that you're in now, this is telling you where you stand actually in your workplace. Because what this is showing me is, on the surface, it looks like an even playing field. You know, these women all look quite similar. They're all dancing in the same direction. But if you look really closely, one of them has their back to you. One of them's hiding something from you. So here's this dodgy person. Here's the snake. Here's the jackal coming around under the wheel, out of sight, and then they do something. And they've got their back to you. They're hiding something from you. That's what I'm seeing. So again, I don't think facing them, if you know who this is, I don't think facing them, I don't think challenging them is really going to do anything, because this is someone, again, who likes to hide, and they like to blend into the crowd when it suits them. So you're not going to get an upfront answer from them. You're not going to get anything from them. So to me, it looks like either reporting them, if you can. They might be quite dodgy. They might get away with that as well. I don't know. It's up to you. But or you might actually have to leave. You know, firstly, you've got this opportunity coming up, so that's a good thing. But if this is really, really getting you down, and you know, you might just want to find something else, even if it's for less money, even if it's something temporary, just to get out, just to clear your head. So that might be something you might have to face. Just watch this situation, see how it goes. It might come to that. So just to prepare yourself, it might not, you might be fine, but just to prepare yourself, if that all resonates with you, you know, brush up on your resume, all that, have a look out, see what else is around, just make sure you're prepared. So do that anyway. It's a good thing to do anyway, every now and again. But yeah, apart from the job thing, everything else is absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really good reading.